Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Demon Hunters. This is Rage from SageNtheRage on my Demon Hunter Triptych, and today we're going to talk about spec choices for 8.0.1 Uldir rating. Now, I currently am running the single target demonic build, and we're going to go through each piece here, talk about where it could benefit, not only in Uldir, but in other places and how the specs work. Now, I'm running demonic. Out the gate, let's actually start at the bottom. Momentum and demonic are simming with momentum slightly ahead of demonic. But again, that's a sim, and it's in a perfectly simulated world where everything goes off just right, and you have perfect control. Now, if you're one of those great players that loves momentum and you can get your uptime at its maximum on momentum, go ahead and play it. If you're not, I suggest demonic. Just point blank, it's not simming that far behind. For some reason, Nemesis is not that popular right now. And it also isn't simming up here with these two. So let's start back up at the top now that we talked about the elephant in the room, momentum versus demonic. I'm going with demonic. It's an easier play style. It's less stressful, requires less uptime. And when you're raiding, your movement abilities are now there for you. So yeah, we'll come back down here again at the end of the video. Starting up top with our 99 row. We've got Fellblade, Demonic Appetite, and Blind Fury. Demonic Appetite right now it's just garbage. It does not have the drop rate that it did in Legion for the soul fragments. Fellblade generates 40 Fury. That's a 30-year total Fury bar. Has a chance to reset itself. Is affected by haste. Very nice. If you're running a single target build for like a raid boss where there isn't a lot of hectic ad cleave, Fellblade is the way to go. Now, if you're doing Mythic Plus, or there is a hectic ad cleave fight like Zool Reborn, you might find that Blind Fury is better off. You know, you're getting that extra second of I-Beam, and you're going to come out into Demonic with a full bar of Fury to spend. But I would only suggest this on hectic ad cleave and Mythic Plus dungeons. We get into our next row. Insatiable Hunger is not a popular talent right now. Immolation Aura kind of synthesizes really well with Blind Fury. It's a great AoE hectic ad cleave build. It generates Fury passively. It's really nice. You can come out of Blind Fury, hit your demonic Death Sweep, and then an Annihilation, then hit Immolation Aura to start restocking that stuff. It's really good. Right now I'm running Demon Blades for single target. It's what's proven to be the best. We get down to our next one, Fell Mastery. We were using this before our Unbound Chaos Azerite trait got nerfed, but only if you wanted to play that style with momentum in dungeons, so I'm not using that. Fell Barrage, again, you got a 1-minute cooldown, great for just timed AoE hectic ad cleave burst. Again, could be a great choice for something like Zool Reborn inside of Uldir, but I'm running Trail of Ruin. Everything gets a dot on it, 4,600 chaos damage. My Chaos Strike right now does 5,300 with just the old Fell Focuser on for buff stats. But 4,600 is almost a free Chaos Strike on all of the targets caught inside your Blade Dance. So this is great for AoE, it's great for single target, it's just all around, I think, the best choice in the tier. Unless I need it, I'm going Soul Rending, and what I mean by need it is Nether Walk. There's a couple fights where I might want this, but most of the time in Uldir, I've seen that Soul Rending is great, especially when we're learning new levels of Uldir. We just cleared normal, working on Heroic in my guild right now, soon to be off to Mythic, hopefully. But Soul Rending is that leech, it spares your healers some time, and combined with Demonic, when you're running Demonic, you get an extra 10% leech while Metamorphosis is active. You can basically take care of yourself. It really synergizes well with Demonic. First Blood. The best choice in the row. Cycle of Hatred is just not performing at all. When it refunds Fury, well, it's only got a 40% chance, so it's not going to happen that often. Dark Slash is just falling way behind too. First Blood is where it's at, especially with the talent of Azerite traits like Revolving Blades. It's great for single target, and you're going to be using your Blade Dance all the time anyway on AoE or single target, so you might as well buff it up. Now this row's a little neat. You got your choices here. Fell Eruption gives you a nice stun. Rip the 100% increased damage on targets that are immune. That is now gone. Sad. And then we got Unleashed Power, reduces the Fury cost of Chaos Nova, reduces cooldown by 33%. I think Unleashed Power is great for Mythic Plus. In Uldir, though, and single target raid bosses, I'm running Master of the Glaive. Why? Because any of us who play Demon Blades know that there are times where you're just sitting there. Fellblade's on cooldown, you don't have enough Fury generating to hit Chaos Strike or Blade Dance. This gives something to help fill the gap, still do some damage, single target, or Hectic Ad Cleave. Either one is fine. So I run Master of the Glaive during raid unless we need to be stunning things. Then we get back down here to Momentum and Demonic. And the last thing I want to talk about why I take Demonic in 8.0.1 Uldir is because I want to be able to move out when I need to quickly. Like, half the bosses in Uldir have one theme. Do you have debuff? Get away from raid. And Gahoon has that. When you get the I-beam on that big bug boss, you have that. Just a lot of the bosses have the, do you have debuff? Get out. I don't want to be spending my Fel Rush to increase my damage or my Vengeful Retreat, and then I won't have it when I need to get out. Now again, if you're a great skilled momentum player and you feel like you don't need your movement to get out of mechanics or get to mechanics, then go ahead and take momentum. It's simming just a little bit higher. I'm not going to argue that in this video at all. But I'm running Demonic. I want the extra haste to reduce the cooldown on Blade Dance, therefore giving me more Trail of Ruin, giving me more First Blood heavy hits. The haste, the leech, the movement ability to be free to move where I want inside of a raid is really there. When we get into Mythic rating and high-end Mythic Plus, like let's take this week. It was Sanguine was one of the buffs inside of Mythic Plus. Those blood pools inside of Waycrest Manor, if I was Fel Rushing around through dead bodies and everything else like that, I'd be killing myself with momentum. Whereas Demonic is a simpler playstyle. Simple isn't always bad. This requires more skill and will give a slight edge on performance. This is more laid back and more reliable. I'm Rage. Hope that helped you out. If you have any questions about my talent choices or comments, let me know what you guys are running down below. If you kind of agree, Blind Fury, Immolation Aura for Mythic Plus, Momentum or not. Let me know what you guys think down below, and good luck in Uldir. Good luck getting those glaives from Mother to everybody who's a Demon Hunter. Trip out.